These are the 9 states with the worst infrastructure in America. Number 9's New Hampshire.
Oh, New Hampshire.
Okay, let's go ahead and see the state with the 8th worst infrastructure in America. Hawaii.
No one would have ever thought that. No
Yeah.
way. Okay.
The 7th worst infrastructure state is Rhode Island. Wow.
Boy, it looks like
Okay, here we go. This is
couple
the
islands.
6th worst infrastructure state in America. $20 for you if you can guess it. It's a game now.
I will have to say Connecticut.
Connecticut. And
Yep.
Connecticut's got the 6th worst infrastructure in America. Let's see number 6. New Mexico.
New Mexico, I should have won an island. Okay.
All right,
That's
here
true.
we go. This state has the 5th worst infrastructure in America. It's $50 if you can guess it.
Okay, gosh.
$50. Can you guess the 5th worst infrastructure state in America?
Alabama.
You think Alabama's got the 5th worst infrastructure in America? All right, for $50. This state has the 5th worst infrastructure in America. Number 5 is Arkansas. You were so close.
I was close. I at least got an A.
Move that
man.
50 over to the 4 for
All
me,
right,
please.
here we go.
Here we go. If you can guess the 4th worst infrastructure state in America, the state with the 4th worst infrastructure, I'll give
North
you
Carolina.
$50.
That's what I'm going.
North Carolina.
I'm gonna say South Carolina because
South
it's closer
Carolina.
to the ocean.
Okay.
Right?
So when you think of South Carolina, you think crumbling bridges,
I just think
broken
ocean.
roads,
Ocean.
just erosion, and just, that infrastructure in South Carolina just must be so darn bad. Boy, you know what they say about the infrastructure in North Carolina. They got some bad infrastructure there. That's what you're saying. All right. Please pardon my poor southern accent. I mean, no disrespect. Okay. The 4th worst infrastructure state in America. Let's see it in 3, 2, 1. Louisiana.
I was
man.
close. Come on.
Yeah, hey, you talk about being near the ocean and
Doesn't
bad
that
things that have
count?
happened because of it. They've definitely had some disasters
That's
happen
true.
there.
I forgot about that.
And they're still rebuilding all
boy.
these years
Wait.
later.
Let me see if we've done. Have we done? Let me see if we've.
This
done.
is the state with the 3rd
Oh,
worst infrastructure
it.
in America. You're feeling confident there.
I'm kind of feeling that this is probably number 1, but
Okay.
So I'm gonna go for it for this one. Okay,
Okay.
Mississippi.
Mississippi. And remember, you can always read if 3's not Mississippi, you can guess it 2 and 1.
I might
All
do
right,
that.
but you're
'cause
thinking Mississippi for
I'm
number
pretty
3.
Sure Mississippi's
Let's
one
hope
of
you
them.
don't miss this one. Mississippi.
MISSISSIPPI.
I learned that one in school too.
Okay.
I did well on the spelling test because of that one. All right, $100 if you can guess the 3rd, the state with the 3rd worst infrastructure in America. You said Mississippi. All right, let's see it. Number 3, the state with the 3rd worst infrastructure in America. In 3, 2, 1. Mississippi, you got it! Oh, you got it! Take that $100. Amazing. Let's see if you can win some more. Number 2.
Man. that
Oh
was
my
great.
gosh,
That
what a
was
thrill.
Great.
What a thrill.
Well, I know this is very off base, but I'm going for places that are close to the ocean. So I'm going to have to say San Francisco.
That's not a state.
I mean, California.
California, okay. Yep, California is
But
right
more,
along that
but I
coast.
think San Francisco it's not a state, but I think if it speaks for the rest of the place, then
Yeah.
maybe
So-
not.
so
Maybe
keep-
it's
so-
just...
Keep in mind, Louisiana and Mississippi, 2 places that were hit hard by Hurricane Katrina. So, that's not to say that 2 and 1 are, but that's a good point.
Louisiana.
It's a good thing to keep in mind.
Did we already get Louisiana?
Remember, Hawaii was
Yes.
on there
Oh, you're
too.
right.
You get hit by these volcanoes, you get hit by these hurricanes, your infrastructure could get set back 20 years.
This is true. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna go for... I'm changing it.
Changing
to
it.
Did I say South Carolina?
You did, but it hasn't been called up yet.
Okay.
So it's
or
still in play.
South Carolina. That's
South Carolina.
my final answer.
The state
South Carolina.
with the 3rd worst infrastructure in America. Second worst infrastructure in America. My apologies. The state with the second worst infrastructure in America. There's only one state with worst infrastructure. I'm gonna make it $300.
Gosh.
If you can guess it. Are you want to lock in? Should we lock in South Carolina?
Can I say it's one of the southern states? Can I just say that?
Nope. You can use that to help pick one of the southern states.
I'm gonna say South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay. Sticking with the instincts. You already won $100. This is to triple your money.
Okay.
$300 more dollars. If you can guess the state with the second worst infrastructure in America. Sorry, just remind me what your guess was.
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay, for $300. The state with the second worst infrastructure in America. Is it South Carolina or is it Alaska?
I should have said
right.
Alaska.
So much snow. Get pummeled. Move the $300 over to the one for me,
All
please.
All right.
I'm going to make it an even $500.
You know what? I'm going to stick to my South Carolina. That's all there is to it.
That's all there is to it. You're going to stick with South
sticking to
Carolina.
South
You're
Carolina.
just sticking to South Carolina.
Yes.
You think of South Carolina, you think crumbling bridges.
What
You think roads
yeah.
with potholes.
What I
You
think-
think you're just walking down that sidewalk and all of a sudden you just slip in quicksand. That's how bad their infrastructure is in South Carolina.
I want to change it to California.
Oh, you want to change to California?
Yes. Because there's earthquakes in California and there's all kinds of things, and the ocean crumbles a lot of those places.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to say California.
California. All right. Yeah. It borders the most amount of water
Yes.
of any state.
However,
They also have earthquakes
true.
and they got fires.
That's right.
They've got a lot of natural disasters
Yes.
in California. That's a very educated guess.
And am I
All right.
right?
For $500.
Boy.
The state with the worst infrastructure in America is not California. I'm giving you a hint.
Okay. I'm going back to South Carolina.
South Carolina. You're guessing South Carolina
Yeah.
number one. Okay, let's go ahead and see it. The state with the worst infrastructure in America. Number one. It's not South Carolina. I want you to guess this.
Okay.
I want you to get it right.
Was I close with Dakota? One of the Dakotas? No.
The thing about this game is there's no real close. You know, you're either right or you're wrong. Close doesn't cut in
Indiana.
with these games, with these
Iowa.
Alex games.
Yes, I know. Florida. Did we say Florida? We already got Florida. What's near Florida? Let me think. Oh, I said California, North. New Jersey can't be, not New York, because New York's pretty structured. Okay, I'm going to go for Indiana.
Indiana. Okay, the state with the worst infrastructure in America. You said Indiana. This is the state with the worst infrastructure in America. Indiana is way off. You've been way off on every one of these guesses.
I
That's
got
your
one.
last hint.
I
You
got
have
one.
been way off, so I want you to think kind of what is the opposite? What's the opposite of all these places you thought of?
New York. Couldn't that be opposite?
That's opposite in a way.
In a way. Oklahoma. Oklahoma. That's it.
Okay, you're going with Oklahoma?
I'm going with
Tornado
Oklahoma.
country.
Yeah.
Oh, you get a tornado through Oklahoma, it'll set their infrastructure back. They're also, I think, one of the poorer states. You know, that's a lot of good reasons to guess Oklahoma.
Okay, Oklahoma it is.
Not to mention that musical, which my dad is no fan of. All right, for $100. Sorry, for $500. $500. The state with the worst, just the worst infrastructure in America. It is Maine. Told you were way off.
Yeah.